Hello everyone, this is JM Gaming, back again with another Idleon guide. Today we're going to be going over Villager XP, where to get it, and all the different areas that you can go to build it up. Alright, let's go ahead and start right now. Obviously the first thing is going to be Opals. You have to have Opals. If you don't put them into someone, they're not going to level up. If we look at these, they're getting 0 XP an hour. We look at this, I'm getting 2.5 billion an hour. This is what you want to do. You got to put them in or they're not going to do anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the gem shop where you can go ahead and you can get some. We're going to add pay to win versions in this, and we're going to have non-pay to win. So just bear with me. Go into here, you can get up to 60 that you can buy. Usually what I do is if I'm close to a 10 and I need one more to another multiple 10, then I'll grab one. I'll show you after because there is a Conjurer bonus that affects it. Another great thing in the gem shop that you really are going to want to buy, whether you're free to play or pay to win, this is going to give you 2 times XP, and there's one for every single one of the villagers that are in the cave, well, in the cavern. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to fly through all the oddball ones that are not around the cavern first. We'll knock those easy ones out. Right here, this is a pack also for gems. This is the Ancient Echoes pack. It's $19.99. This is in USD. It gives you a 1.50 times villager XP bonus. That's going to be one that another one is a pay to win version, but that's going to be in the gem shop. Next other thing is going to be the villager extra circular, which is a Deathbringer bonus. You have to go up a decent ways into Deathbringer in order to get this. So that's another one that you can get. Let's go ahead and go back to the game here. We'll check into the companions. I'm just going to kind of hammer through these real quick so we can get this done in a timely manner, everyone. So just kind of bear with me. Let's go ahead and look at our bonuses here. So Samurai is going to give you 3 times Villager XP and 25 Opals. If you're lucky enough to get him, fantastic and grats. If not, it's definitely something to work toward. He could arguably be even like the best, even better than Golem. In my opinion, I think he is the best companion that came out for this last bit. Alright, while we're still here in World 1, let's go ahead and look at our statues, because you're going to get a couple here. Now, Villager, obviously the Villager statue is going to drop from the mushrooms in the cavern. We'll go over that when we get there. But this is what you're going to get. I'm at level 235, and you see it's 1633%. That's pretty big. And indirectly, also, Dragon Warrior statues are going to affect it because they give all statues a bonus. So it's also going to almost double this, if not more, depending on your level. So, very, very big. Now, while we'll go ahead and look through this here. We can go into Arcade, because it happens to be in the shop right now. The Villager XP, it is a multiplier for it. So I have 15.6%. You can also get this. It's right now in there. He's probably going to be coming out with an update soon, so this might rotate out of the shop. But just keep in mind it's something to look for. Alright, next oddball thing that we have is going to be cards. If I remember right, there is just one card that's going to affect it, and it's going to be the mushrooms again. This is passive. You don't have to equip it, and you just get these cards. Like, I'm 12% right now, and I have 2 started. Okay? Now let's go to World 6 here, because the next thing we're going to have is Summoners. So when you go through, these only come from the endless summoning waves, and I would list them out, but there is an absolute ton of them. Just keep in mind that you're going to find them. Like the first ones is like wave 2, 8, 15, 24, 32, 42, 48, 55. I'll stop there for now, but there is a bunch more. Right here I have 136% at 92, just so you can get kind of a rough idea. But you will find them very often. They go all the way up to wave 192 is what I've seen so far. I haven't gone that far, but that's what the wiki says. You can always go there to check it out when in doubt. Okay, now let's go down into the hole now. Now that we have all these just oddball ones done. We get into the schematics here. And the very first one. This one's actually going to make the Opal investment give 125 XP an hour instead of 100. So you're going to get a decent bit more. Great thing to grab. Very first one. You're going to want to grab it pretty quick. It's pretty simple. Very fast. Next one. Actually, there is one more in here now that I think of it. There is... Where is it here? It is the Gloomy one. Let's get the Gloomy OP. Plus 10% XP gain for every colony of gloomy mushrooms that you've romanced or defeated, it says. That's funny. So I've got like 120% of it. Okay, so we've got that. Let's go ahead and check out some measurement bonuses. We've only got a couple here. You've got the first one for villager XP gain. It takes some of the resources from the well, and is based upon your tome score is what kind of a multiplier you're going to get. Next one would be right here. You're going to get another villager XP gain. Once again, you're doing resources from the well. And this one's based on your slab. Yes, I know my slab is low. It's definitely something I need to work on. But it shows you that even at a low slab, I'm still getting 237%. So there's a good chance you can probably get more than that if you push past it. Let's go ahead next and we're going to get into Conjurer. Now, Conjurer's got some that's in the blue here. First one, 4% villager EXP per schematic. Pretty simple. You make a schematic, you get 4% more. It's that simple. That's with 3 of them in it. Next we're going to have, this is once again why I said when you're in the gem shop, every now and then when I'd have like 9 or I'd be close to the 10th one of it, multiples of 10, I would just go into the gem shop and buy one because it boosts the XP percent that they get for having the 10th one. It'll give you a drastic bit. This one isn't going to affect a lot of people because you have to have at least 5 opals into somebody and they have to be the least. So most of the time people aren't going to use this. It's not really that great. I wouldn't recommend really putting into it until later on. This one, it enhances your Conjurer bonuses, so it's also going to enhance that stuff, and it's going to give you an extra 30% villager XP. Why not? And then this, the last stuff, of course, you can make your measure bonuses a little bit better, so that'll also affect your villager ones too. That's kind of like indirectly affecting it. All right, let's go down into the hole now, and we'll start looking at stuff down in here. First off, Bravery. Bravery, you have the chance to, every time you go through a wave, you can pick a chest, and you can pick right here, villager XP. As you can see, I've heavily gone into it. I haven't really played the hole that long. It's been about 5 weeks worth of gains, so this is what this is. Just keep that in mind. But that's what it is. So we're all good to go on that. Pick it. This is additive. It's not going to be as high of a bonus as some other stuff, but it's still pretty good. Now, Bell. Let's go ahead and get rid of that there. The Bell. Now what this one's going to do is, when you use this ringing the bell, it's going to go ahead and you have a chance to get your boosts here. Villager XP gain is one of them. You can just do this stuff to level up the bell, whatever. I'll go into a guide later on about Bell, but not in this video. But yeah, that's going to give you your villager XP. Keep in mind too, every one of these caverns are going to have ways to gain their opals. I mean, in here, you know, you get the D note, it has a chance to give opal. You know, Well's got a chance to get opal. I'm not going to go into that, but every one of them has a way to get extra opals. And then here's where these are. This is where your villager statues drop. So if you're looking to farm them, this is where they're going to be. And then your monarch, every time you reach a certain number, you can challenge the monarch. You kill that, you get an opal. Every time. And that's what's also going to affect the schematic. Let's move on to the next one. Justice, of course. This is going to be a great one for villager XP also. As you can see, EXP gain for villagers. It's a very, very solid one. All right, next is probably going to be one of the craziest ones, to be completely honest with you. This is going to be the jars. And I don't have them all, but I can go ahead and tell you every one of them, because I wrote them down. I have the natural pearl. I have the emerald ore. And I have the shadow prism. All of these are going to give villager percent XP. You can obviously enchant them, and they'll go up higher. The other ones you're going to have is going to be the Tabula Rasa Stone, the Arcane Prism, and the Sunroot Splinters. Those are going to be your other ones. Now let's go ahead and go to the last place, is going to be the Wisdom statue. You also can get villager XP gains in this. That should work out pretty well. It's fairly new, but it seems like it works out pretty decent. And that is pretty much it for what you can get for villager XP. If you're wondering on, you know, how you can get more XP, just go through this list if you have to, and you can kind of check where you're at. Wherever you're low, try to beef it up a little bit, and you'll find yourself going through the hole a lot quicker. I kind of went through a lot of this stuff. That's why I went from, I was at about 200 million a week ago. And now, in that little bit of time, I've gone to over 2 billion, almost 2.5 billion. Also, real quick here too, we don't want to forget, this is where you get the Dragon Warrior statues, in case you're wondering. It's going to take a lot to be able to unlock Cavern 15, but just keep in mind, once you get to Cavern 15, you're also going to get Opals here when you get here from doing this. So it's going to really give you a good jump once you get here. It'll help out for a lot of the rest of the stuff for leveling all of these people up. But that's about it. That's every place where you can get villager XP. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Idleon content. And you can also catch me live on Twitch at JMGaming80. But that's it for now. Later.